So, the first thing I want to talk about today is all about name changing. Changing your name, there are so many things that you don't even think about that you have to change your name on. And I know that a lot of you have been asking about the name changing boxes and subscriptions and all of that. So, I'm going to talk about that too. So, take notes and get ready, and please ask all of your questions. I am here and ready. I will be looking through the comments, so you know. Hey, Jeanette and Rachel and Cherise, good to have you guys here. Okay, so the first question, should you do it yourself? And really the question comes down to, like, as in, should you do it yourself? You do everything, or do you get like one of the name change boxes or name change programs, companies? So some really common ones, there's Miss Now Mrs., there's Hitch Switch, and there's Newly Named. And I looked into them, and I know that a few of you have used them too. And they're great. They all get great reviews. But what I want you to understand is that they are not done for you. It's not like you fill out information and then they like do everything for you and you don't have to do anything. All that they are is they remind you, they give you all the paperwork that you need to fill out, and then you fill it out. And it's also nice because it like pre-fills it in for you, because you fill in your information and then it'll pre-fill it in. But you still have to mail it in yourself, or there's an option too for them to mail, but you still have to like fill out the forms, you still have to do all of the legwork. And those can go up to, I think it's 100. Like there's different tiers. So there's like, if they don't mail it for you and you mail it yourself, they do mail it for you, but only a few or only some. So look into that for sure before you go with it. But it's not like you get it and then it's done and over and you don't have to worry about it. You still got to do the work. So just wanted to clarify that. And the question that you need to ask yourself is, do I want to save time or do I want to save money? Some of you have full-time jobs, some of you have kids, like you have no time. So that might be a better investment to get one of those boxes and name changing things, because it has everything in there for you. It's organized. It tells you exactly what to do. But others, it's like, I'm not paying $100 just to like get forms that I already have to get and I already have to fill out. So it's just your preference. For me, I didn't use it, and it was actually really simple. And so that's why I'm going to share my process with you guys and help you guys save some time and money. So the next one, and like all the name change stuff. Have you guys thought about getting one of these name change things, buying one of their boxes, subscriptions, things like that? This is popular, and let me know in the comments. And Hitch Switch, Newly Named. Sam, I know that you put a post in the group today about Newly Named, but what are you guys thinking? Are you thinking of getting this, or are you thinking of just doing it yourself? I want to know your. And while you, I'm going to take a sip of tea, which hopefully is not too hot. I just made it. Sorry if my internet's a little laggy. I got a new computer and a MacBook, actually. I'm so excited. But we used to have an Ethernet cable, and the Mac doesn't have one directly, so sorry about that. All right, waiting for your comments. And y'all let me know if you have questions too, because I'm going to go super fast, especially in this next section. All right, I will let those come. Hi, Tiffany. Hey, Madison and Morgan. When you guys on here, and tell me your new last name. What is your new last name going to change to? Okay, so get ready for the notes. It's going to get crazy. Oh, here we go. Rachel, I've never heard of these services or boxes until recently in this group. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Faith, DIY, but work full time, so worried about not having time. And Faith, like, it takes time, but it's not insane. It's definitely not, at least for me, it's not as insane as everyone makes it out to be. Like when I did, I was like, oh, that's it? It was really nice. Okay, step 1, Social Security office, baby. That is where you have to go to start the process of your name change. Social Security office. So some of you have asked, hey, it's closed. What do I do? There is actually a mail-in option. So you can mail it in, and you will just have to fill out this form. It's form SS5, and you'll fill that out, telling you the Social Security about your new name change. When you mail it in, you will need to mail in your marriage license. You will need to mail in your birth certificate, and you will need to mail in your driver's license or your passport. So you'll need your ID. If you mail in a copy, it can't just be like you scan it on your computer and print it out, or you just copy it. It has to be a certified copy. You can get certified copies of your marriage license from the county tax office where you got it. It is $10, at least in Dallas County, I believe. And I think Plano or Collin County too. So it's around $10 for each certified copy that you request. Especially if you're going to do mail-in, I would for sure request at least like 2 or 3. So Social Security office is first. Fill out that form, bring your marriage license, birth certificate, and form of ID, being your driver's license or your passport. And they all need to be original copies or certified copies. If you're mailing, I would mail a certified, especially like with your license, you can't mail the real one. So there you go. Okay, Rachel Waldrop. Teague. So Rachel Teague, I love it. Aw, do you like your new last name, Rachel? That's exciting. Okay, second stop, DMV. The most dreadful DMV. But I went because I was like, I am not going to stay and wait in line for hours and hours and hours at this dreadful DMV, because you guys know the drill. It's just, like Zootopia, right? The sloths and yes. Okay, so with the DMV, just go super early. Like, go before it opens on a weekday, because they're only open on weekdays. So go before it opens, like get in line for a little bit, and then you'll go in like right away. So I think I arrived, I think 15 minutes before opening. I think it was a Tuesday morning. And I got in about 15, 20 minutes. So not at all. Definitely worth like getting up early and going early. So big thing, highlight this, star it, circle it in your notes. After you get your name changed with the Social Security office, you must change your driver's license within 30 days. Within 30 days. So make sure that after you get your new Social Security card, your name is changed in the system, go to the DMV. And you have to go in person. Unfortunately, there's no online option. There's no mail option. You just gotta go. You gotta go in person. Rachel, yes, I hate having my father's name. Well, good. I'm glad getting a new name. That's exciting. Okay, so when you go to the DMV, you need to bring your driver's license, and you'll still have your old name, which is fine because you don't have any other one. A marriage license, you can bring your original or certified, and since you're going in person, they're going to give it right back to you. So you don't have to necessarily have a certified. You can just bring them the original, and it will be $11. The fee to change your license is $11. Also, for your voter registration, you can change this at the same time as your new driver's license. So it will just be like a little box on the form, and you can say, I want to change this on my voter registration. So then it's 2 birds, 1 stone kind of thing. Also, when you get your new license, make sure to update your address, especially if you've moved in with your now husband, if y'all have moved after the wedding. So make sure to update your name and your address too, okay? All right. Next, and I'll be looking at the comments too. Please put your questions and all of that you need. Also, there is a little preview. This is a lot of work, you guys. I did a lot of research. I did this on my own, just figuring out how to do it and what I needed and all of that. But then I also did it right before this live just to make sure that I remembered everything and had all of the up-to-date information, especially with COVID. So I have all of this written out for you in the steps you need and with all of the websites and all of the specific forms that you need to fill out. And if you would like that, put a smiley face in the comments. And I'm actually selling it for $5. So if you would like this, everything like written out for you, you know exactly step by step, all of the forms for you, just put a smiley face on you and you can get it for $5, which is great, a good steal. Okay, hi Shannon, good to see you. So I'll also talk about that at the end, but okay, so I know someone asked, I can't remember who it was, but someone asked about the vehicle title and registration. So this is also something that you will need to change after you get your name changed with the Social Security office. So thankfully, another kill two birds with one stone here. When you change your name on your car title, it will automatically be changed on your registration as well. So you don't have to worry about changing that or anything. So you just worry about changing it on your title. Okay, so with that, you will need to go, and it sounds, oh my gosh, it's such a mouthful. You will need to go to your local county tax assessor collector. Local county tax assessor collector. Man, say that 3 times fast. In person. So it's like the DMV. You gotta go in person. They don't do it online or in mail or through the mail. So go to your local county tax assessor collector in person, and you'll need to bring a form for that. You have to fill out a form with your new name, your new last name. You'll need to bring a letter that has your vehicle information, your VIN number, license plate, all of that, and the reason for your name change. You got married. You'll need a marriage license with you, your original vehicle title, and payment, some form of payment, because of course it's Texas, it's government, everything costs. Woohoo! Of course it does. So, first step, Social Security. Second step, DMV to change your license and your vehicle title registration. But you have to go for your vehicle title registration to the tax assessor collector, not the DMV. Okay, and Sam, you missed it. You'll have to go back and watch the beginning, Sam. I was talking about the name changing boxes and newly named and all of that. Hi, Chelsey and Diana. That's me. Tell me your new last name. I want to know, and so I recognize you. Change it. Hi, Erin. Good to see you. Everyone, say hi. I love seeing you guys say hi and know that you're here. Okay, next stop, the bank. So the bank was actually pretty easy for me. You just go to your bank, go in person, make an appointment, you fill out a form, make sure to bring your marriage license and your new driver's license. And that's it. And it's really easy. I just was able to get an appointment. I have Bank of America. I only have one bank at the time, thank goodness. But I know several of you have a lot of banks, and now I have a lot of banks. So just make an appointment with each of your banks, but make sure that you already have your new driver's license at that point. Okay, with your passport. Oh, this one's doozy, guys. Okay, so with the passport, You can send it by mail or you can go in person, but you'll have to check your eligibility about sending it in through the mail. So there are 3 different forms, and they're specific to your specific situation. So there's one form if you got your passport sooner than 1 year ago. So if you got it more recently. There is a specific form if you got your passport longer than a year ago, which that was one I used. And there's a form that you have to do that if you've never had a passport before. So I have all of these forms here in the document for you. Buy from me for just $5 if you want that. So I have all those forms for you. You don't have to go searching or anything like that. Okay, so with your passport, you're going to, if you go in person or if you mail, you will need to bring or mail your most recent passport, your marriage license, original copy or certified copy, your driver's license with your new last name on it, and 1 color passport photo. If you don't have a photo or if it's like super old and you want a new one, some locations do take photos, but you have to check and make sure that the location you're going to, the post office that you're to, allows for photos. And of course, if you're mailing it in, you can't take a photo. So you got to just mail in a photo that you already have. If you don't have a photo, then you have to go in person. And then, unfortunately, if you get a photo, it's an extra fee. And then the form that you filled out and your payment. So a lot of things that you got to bring. But if you're getting your passport and your driver's license, you already have the new one, then you do not also need to bring your marriage license. Now, I would be more safe than sorry. I just bring it all, just in case, like, post offices aren't necessarily that reliable, and I would just bring it all. But it said that you don't need to bring your marriage license if you already have your new last name on your driver's license. So, okay, so let's see. You can renew by mail using a written form if your most recent passport. So this is the eligibility to. If your most recent passport is submitted with your application, so you have to still have your most recent passport, that it isn't more damaged than like normal wear and tear, so it can't be stained like super if it got wet, major tears, like, if it was issued when you were age 16 or older, that doesn't make sense. Was issued within the last 15 years. Oh, this is if you can renew by mail. Yeah. So if it was issued when you were 16 or older, within the last 15 years, you got it within the last 15 years, or if it was issued in your current name. So those are the ways that you can renew by mail. I also have all the links for you, so you can go and check it out yourself. Okay, let me questions. Hi, Hayden and Susie, Cordy, Katie. Hey, Katie, and hi, Karis. Karis, I'm so excited to work with you. Karis, you need to schedule your planning meeting. Okay. Quiet. Let me know if you are taking notes and what questions you have. There's still more. I'm not done. And tell me your new last name. Tell me your new last name that you're going to take. I will wait until I go on just to give you guys time to catch up. Whew. All right. So much, ladies. So much. Bear with me halfway through. Okay. So the next thing, um, we have the post office. So we had Social Security office, DMV, car title, bank, passport. Now we have post office. And you don't necessarily have to do this in like the exact order, as long as you do your Social Security first and then your driver's license, because you only have 30 days after you get your new Social Security to then get your new driver's license. So that's where the only time which is. Okay, so with the post office, there is just a website that you can go to. It makes it super easy, and you actually just tell them that you just fill out a change of address form, because if you do the change of address form, there's actually an option on there to change your new last name. Make sure, though, that you've already changed your name on your credit or debit card with your bank, because this is how, if you do it online, this is how the post office verifies your new last name. So just make sure that it's already done on your cards before you change it at the post office. Fill out the change of address form. You can do it online or in person. If you do it in person, you'll still do it the same way as online, but instead of clicking the submit button, you'll just print out the form that you've already filled out and take it to your post office. And you can also call too and speak with a representative if you would rather that. Next thing, so this is going to be a little faster. There's no like specific protocol for this because it's going to be different for everyone. But don't forget to change your name on the following things. Retirement accounts. So if you have something with Vanguard, an IRA, something like that, make sure to change it with that. Change your name with work. So your work email, your badge, your name for work, your W-2 form for your taxes you need to do. Change your name on your social media accounts. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, Snapchat, like all of those, make sure to change your name on. And I believe that if you change your name with Facebook, I think it has this regulation or like this rule that once you change your name, I don't think you can change it again for like 30 days or 60 days or something like that. So just make sure that you, I don't know, change it to something you like, change correctly. Other bills, make sure to change your name on all your bills. So electricity bill, water bill, phone bill, your cable and internet, Spotify, the streaming services, Hulu, Disney Plus, yay, Netflix, all of that. Don't forget about those guys. Also change it with your doctor. So this could be your medical doctor, your family doctor, your OBGYN, your counselor. You go to a counselor, which I always love counseling. I think everyone should go to counseling. Like, it's just great. Eye doctor, therapist, chiropractor, pharmacy is one too. And also with your personal things like your home address, of course, with the post office. Your insurance, that's a big one. Make sure to change your address on your insurance, all of your insurances, medical, car insurance, house insurance, renter's insurance, what else? All of the insurances. And change it on your email as well. Google, Gmail makes it super easy. And your home and apartment also. So that is most of the things that you will need to change. So with this, there are so many parts. There's so many things that you need to know. And it can be a little overwhelming. If you want to grab my notes that I have for you with all of the links and URLs and forms that you have to fill out, put a smiley face in the comments, and it's just $5. I will gladly sell it to you for $5 just to save your time, save your money, especially if you don't want to spend, I think it's like $39, or I think it's $69. The name change boxes start at $69 for the lowest tier option. So, and just saving some time and some headache, just put a smiley face in the comments for me. And I will be so happy to give this to you. It did take me a while, even though I've already gone through the process. I still had to go and look back and make sure that nothing was updated or weird. So put a smiley face if you want this, and I'll send it over to you for $5.